Counting. I can do.
It comes back to that.
Bring it back.
Comes back to that. Good job to the folks in the booth. Good job, Rachel. This is The Ramsey Show. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Ramsey Show ending.
Hey guys, this is James, senior producer for The Ramsey Show. Did you know over 18 million people listen to The Ramsey Show every week? And a lot of those people listen on one of our 600 plus radio stations across the country. To find a station near you, head to theramseyshow.com.
After show beginning. Let's put my links in the chat here and we'll get started. Hopefully get some people in the chat. As we do most times. What up, Spring? Couch. Alrighty. Just give it another minute or so. Today is, let's check, make sure we're going. See if we got another subscriber. No, not in the past 30 minutes or so. I've not. So today is show number 214. Have fun stacking wood there, Spring. Glad the ceiling is up. That's where it should go. Not on the floor. So I'm glad you got that worked out. Yeah, want to get that work done today then. If there's rain tomorrow, good call. Let's see, what else can I talk about for 30 seconds or so? Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Why don't we just sing? How about that? Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we do not do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I come, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do the baby steps. Step 4 is when you should take a breath and go let's gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, that's why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. 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 Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boop, boop, ba-da-da-da-doo-doo-doo. Boop, 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 ba-da-doo. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach. You can schedule a free consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top of the chat and in the video description. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, including if you'd like to sing the Baby Step song that I just sung. I would love to hear other people sing it. You can either record it and send it to me and I can play it, or you can do it live. We can work that out. Just email me, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. But you can also ask me about anything about, or you can just talk about Oak Island or video games or computers or anything else I have going on my YouTube channel. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that is PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. Again, link is at the top of the chat and in the video description. Thanks for the IO, Judy Pine. Also,
yeah. Hey, y'all got Instagram? Yeah. Add me on the ground.
you can add me on the Grom at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Oh. Today's Ramsey Show. Today's Ramsey Show was hosted by Dave Ramsey and Rachel Cruz. That has a money and marriage event with Dr. John Deloney sporting the denim in this picture. And that is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is the best time zone. And this is going to be, I think, the pair, probably these two will be hosting tomorrow on the Ramsey Show. It's a good bet. Good bet. Not necessarily, but a good bet. Market report. Alrighty, not so good. NASDAQ the most down, which means yours truly will not be winning fantasy mutual funds. Almost certainly. It's not that far off from the rest of the market, but all it takes is a 0.01% to be a loser. Alrighty. So let's see. Don't know why. I don't know if I found a reason why. Oh, hot inflation reading. That's right. Hot inflation reading today. Thank you, AP. AP reminding me to give them credit for this. This is apnews.com. Let's see. Hottest inflation reading since 1982. Sent the S&P 500 down 1.8%. That was early. That might not be the correct number. Yeah, close enough. All right. And yeah, just the inflation and greater expectations that the Federal Reserve will have to move more forcefully to cool down the economy by raising interest rates. Let's see what else we have here. We do have good news though. Somewhere, let's see, next week earnings reports from Roblox, Shopify, Nvidia, Applied Materials, the Home Depot, and Costco. Most followed single stocks on the Google. Apple's down 2.36, Alphabet down 2.10, Microsoft down 2.84, Amazon 1.36. Artist formerly known as Facebook Meta Platforms 1.69, and Tesla close to 3% down. And so these are going to be why that NASDAQ number, which is tech stocks, are down. I thought I had, let's see, boom, 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 boom. Is this it? Let's see. Twitter misses earnings expectations across the board. And they authorize a $4 billion in share buybacks. So they missed, as I said, they missed analyst estimates on earnings, revenue, and user growth. The release is the first under new CEO Parag Agrawal. That's a name. After Jack Dorsey stepped down from the role in November. Twitch's announcement follows those from Facebook owner Meta and Snap, which both reported some impact from macroeconomic changes. And so I wonder if Twitter is affected as well by the ad opting out of on iPhone, on the newer iPhones. You can opt out of that ad tracking. That still wasn't what I was looking for. Do I have it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Stocks making the biggest moves midday were Disney, Uber, Coca-Cola, and more. Let's see. Coke ended up being unchanged, although it was up earlier. Disney even was down just barely, but it was up earlier in the day after good earnings reports yesterday or day before yesterday, because they got more subscribers than was estimated and more revenue with Disney Plus and the parks. All that was good. Oh, this is night trading, so it may have been. Well, let's check. It was up. At close, it was up. That's what I thought. At close, it was up 4.93, and so after hours trading, it went down just a little bit. So we'll see. There'll be pre-open trading tomorrow as well, which that could change it by the time it does actually open up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Back to that. Did we do all that? We did that. We didn't check the rest of the planet, though. Let's do that. You know, I heard from the Ramsey Show chat today that India was pretty cool. Mostly, excuse me, mostly up today was Europe. Asia completely up, all up there. In currencies, the euro up on the dollar up on the Japanese yen, the British pound, love, up on the US dollar. US dollar up on the Canadian dollar, sorry. And the US dollar up on the Australian dollar, mate. No shrimp or other meats on the barbie tonight. Crypto all down at the moment. Nothing in particular else to say about that. All right, so we did the Disney, Disney Twitter. Let's see the stock futures. This is the after hours trading. Does it have the? No, it's just an article about it. It doesn't have the thing that I like, which is the actual. Let's see, forex trading. No, that's not what I want. I want after hours S&P. So it was down today 1.81 as you saw, but 24-hour stock market and forex data. Yeah, so these are the futures. 1.85, another 1.85 down, another 2.3 down, and Dow another 1.5 down. So continuing in the after hours. So I have a feeling this is going to stay the same unless these numbers get down so low that people are like, what are we, crazy? These companies are still worth that, and then they buy more. So we'll have to see what happens in the AM though on that. All right, we got we like to talk about food in the Ramsey Show chat. Got new menu items coming to Taco Bell this month. Their Dorito flavored tacos are let's see, they're pretty popular on there. I thought it had, oh yeah, when sales in the first 14 months exceeded 500 million, the equivalent of about 1.1 million Doritos Locos Tacos sold per day, and now they are having the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos. So basically the same kind of thing, I think, with exactly what it sounds. Classic Taco Bell taco, seasoned liberally with Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos dust. Based on the pictures of the taco, you're gonna want a napkin or two on hand before crunching down on this thing. There it is, right there. All right, looks yummy. Whoops. Alrighty. Julia Claire is not into it. Good morning, Julia. Are you aware of that? Have you heard of that before? That's from a show called, actually it was like a video circulated on the internet, but then Your Mom's House podcast got a hold of it and it went viral, even more viral. So you can Google that if you're interested in what that is all about. You don't like that? What kind of food would you be interested in, Julia? Anything from the Taco Bell or not? Or something elsewhere? This from Market Watch. U.S. inflation rate climbs to 7.5% after another sharp increase in consumer prices. Consumer price index, which also came out today, in addition to the inflation data, 0.6% in January, up. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Short version of the story is a guy followed a girl at a gym. She was leaving and he followed her out and just was talking to her, and he wanted to exchange numbers with her. She didn't want to do that, So he said, well, can I put my number in your phone? So he put his number in her phone, but he called it, and or he called his own number from her phone, and so then he added her phone number. So she was her name was Julia, and so she had told him that she was single but thinking about getting back with her boyfriend. This was an older man as well. Anyway, so instead of sending her a text, she woke up the next morning to a video he made for her that was very, very long and very cringy. And so that's how it starts. It's "Good morning, Julia," like that. So yeah, definitely check that out. Very, very cringe. But yeah, you should be able to find that on the internet. Get back to me if you can't find it, and I'll find it on the Your Mom's House podcast for you. But should be able to just put it in the well, today's a short news day. Why don't I just try it? Good morning. Let's see if it comes up. Yep, "Good morning, Julia," right there. All right, you ready? Ready, Julia?
Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Just wanted to say hi. Wish you a great day. Tell you that meeting you yesterday and getting a look at you was probably one of the greatest moments of my life. You were so beautiful. You don't know how beautiful you are to me. I mean, just, you're gorgeous. You're precious. And but it's been sitting in my mind when you said to me you want to go back with your ex-boyfriend. Please erase him from your memory. Don't ever go back in the past. I know, because I've been there. And I understand when, you know, you're trying to find somebody and you go on dates and nothing compares to your ex. But there is that better person out there. And Julia, I promise you it is me. I will love you like you've never been loved before.
He met her the day
Cherish
before.
you. I'll make you feel like a woman, a real woman. And believe me, after you experience me, you won't even know who your ex-boyfriend is. So
He has 1,000 fans.
open up your heart to me in your arms. Let's go full throttle. I could see me falling in love with you. It just, I don't know, I just looked in your eyes and I just melt. Anyhow, I'm heading off to work. This is my cute little home. Everything you see behind me, I built everything. Every square inch, from crown molding to chair rail to floors to lighting to plumbing, doors, windows. So this is the type of guy you're getting. I'm a very handy guy, and I'd love to build you whatever you want. You're a sweetheart. So I hope this video doesn't scare you, but that's how I feel. I just want you to know that. Okay? And I look forward going out to dinner with you. So let's make it happen. Mwah. Ciao, baby.
How was that on your cringe meter?
Good morning, Julia.
There you go. Let's see, what else was I talking about? Oh, that's right. We do, oh yeah, I was talking about I think I was done with that though. Yeah, I was done with that. The other news, somebody said that in the past 20 years, in the Ramsey Show chat, they said in the past 20 years, that gold has beaten the S&P, and negative. Ghost Rider, the S&P is the red one. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's right. That's right, Julia. He's something. He's something, all right. All right. I don't know. Was that a good, Kelly, was that a good idea to play that clip?
Oh, you're right, Steve.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay. All righty. Okay, like I said, it was a slow news day today. Not that much going on, which is why I talked about Taco Bell. Oh, I never finished with that. Taco Bell. They have 2 more items. New items. Doom, 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 doom. And let's see, in addition to that, Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch, they have, you can upgrade it to the Supreme, which is the picture that we saw. And they will have 2 new crispy chicken menu items, the Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco and the new Cantina Crispy Chicken Tortada. The Tortado is available only, though, in Sacramento for some reason. Maybe they're just trying it out. Who knows? But that sounds pretty good. Crispy Chicken Taco. No picture of that. Alrighty, so since we have some time, why not do some Reddit Ramsey questions? Okay, go to reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. And this is not run by Ramsey Solutions. This is run by fans of his. Let's see. Did I already do this already? Did I do this one? No, 6 hours ago I did not. They're from the Grateful Gent. It says, so I have a question regarding the direction of my wife and I should take towards our Ramsey journey of 82K combined income, 15K in the bank. We have 2 vehicles at 24K each left on the balances. So right away you take the 15 down to 1 and you put the 14 on that personal loan at 3K and the student loan at 5K. That's 8 and 14. So that leaves 6 for the 24K each left on the balances for the cars. So you pick one of the cars and you put the remaining 6 down on there. So, but yeah, your 15K emergency fund that you have there goes down to 1 while you're paying off debt in baby step 2. So it would seem selling one of the cars would move the needle a lot faster than it will be otherwise. You could keep both of them and pay them off, but to get ahead, you got to cut like everything. Currently, we're only through the first class of FPU, so maybe they'll figure out more going along. But let's see. Doesn't matter what they can. Yeah. Oh, so you can sell some for. Oh, you can sell one and make a profit. Yeah. Could buy a relative beater for, and then you do have 2 again. So wife would continue to rather fight through the debt, and that would mean we'd be out of debt in 2 years. If we sold the car, we'd be out of debt come August. This is currently considered my vehicle while she drives the right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, happy wife, happy life, and you can do it either way, but I mean, you can talk to her about being out of debt in August as opposed to in 2 years. Now, I challenge you that of the 2-year timeline, because people often don't, they get out of debt actually faster than they project. So you could, you know, I mean, if she wants to do that, maybe both of you get a part-time job, in addition to your regular job, and knock that out then. And so, and that's your sacrifice, but what you're sacrificing for is to get to keep that car that she wants to. So, you know, you guys have to decide that yourselves. So, I mean, any way is fine, but if you don't sell one of the cars, you gotta probably sacrifice more stuff, and you gotta cut more expenses. So, and that's since it's just your first class of FPU. Maybe you don't have a good budget yet. Maybe you haven't been through the budget, finding things you could cut, etc., etc. See what people think. So both cars take 14. Yeah, okay, yeah. So instantly leave 48K from debt instantly leave you with decent cars. Yeah, that's an option as well. Replace both cars. 82 income and 48 in cars, and that of course is above what Dave recommends. It should be things with everything in total with that has wheels on it or motor in it should be at absolute most 50% of your income. So that's 41. This 48. I mean, it's a little high, but so I mean, if you guys really wanted to keep both cars, like I said, you gotta hammer down. You gotta put the hammer down there in other areas. Okay, let's see. Oh, baby step 1. What if? Wow, 62 comments. Oh, this is some. Yeah, this is like I said. This is not run by Ramsey Solutions. It's run by fans, and they do allow people to comment whatever they want, as long as it's not malicious towards somebody else. But they do let them second guess, and say how they would run the show different, how they would run Dave's company different as well. And so, let's see. What if Dave Ramsey stepped down as CEO and appointed you? Oh, I see. It's just a thought process. Yeah. So what this is what if Dave Ramsey stepped down as CEO and appointed you CEO of Ramsey Solutions? Would you make any changes to the baby steps? And if so, what would your baby steps be? No, I wouldn't, because his has been documented as working millions of times. I'm not gonna do that to people I'm trying to help. Well, let's just try another method where that doesn't have a proven track record. I would not personally do that. And so I'm sure below you'll have all kinds of things where they put, where certain people, I mean, even people that almost, step for step, word for word, follow the program, except for one little thing, like the people that do everything like Dave recommends, except they buy their groceries on a credit card and then pay it off just to get those couple of points or whatever. So you would have that, and I'm sure that's in there. So no need to bother that. All you gotta do is spend a little bit of time in the Ramsey Show chat, and then you will see plenty of people saying what they would do differently. There's a lot of people that think the $1,000 baby step 1 is not enough, and that it should be more. But the idea is not supposed to be enough. You're not supposed to be comfortable at all. You're supposed to be gazelle intense about getting that debt paid off, and then you can save more. And then you'll have your full emergency fund. And what's funny is a bunch of those people that say, well, $1,000 isn't really enough. And then you say, do you have $1,000 saved right now? And they say, well, no. So you don't even have $1,000. So instead of, concentrating more on what you can do to make your life better, you're going into a chat and theorizing about a different way of doing stuff. So, all right. This F.R. Williams, just starting out, but already feeling better. Spring could stand to be stretched. Baby step 2 flare there. Husband and I on month 2 of baby step 2, 59.61. In round numbers, not including mortgage, we're looking down the barrel of $61,000 worth of bad decisions and medical bills. Smallest debt is now roughly 11,000. One of those numbers, 11,000 on a credit card. Minimum required payment is $270. And what did you get on that credit card? That's always the fun part, where you try to think back, what did I need on that credit card that I could have just not bought in? In January, we began making $1,500 payments on it. Excellent. While only making minimum payments on the other two debts, which are about $25,000 each. Doing it correctly. Have now made 2 payments. Our plans pay off first debt late summer, early fall, then move into our next debt. Additionally, we owe $97,800 on house valued at $417, but we will address that in a later baby step. Right, that would be baby step 6. So that, I mean, they're in great shape as far as the house. I'm ashamed and embarrassed to be in this position. We only have ourselves to thank for. Yep, that's true. You gotta own it, and you don't necessarily have to be ashamed and embarrassed because you didn't have the information. You thought you were doing it right. You were doing what everybody else does. Fortunately, now Belle Biv DeVoe, now you know. So, ditched all the streaming services. This is what I was talking about. That you would do, like if those people earlier wanted to keep both of their nice cars, you ditch all your streaming services, have an antenna on the roof, and that is it. Oh, Wi-Fi service. Since January 1st, packed lunch every single day for work, and only had 3 meals not at home. 2 were church potlucks, and 1 was a family night get together. All right, less than 5. Yeah. So see, they're doing the stuff that, aside from full-time jobs, my husband has made extra money by taking on gunsmithing and carpentry jobs, and I am taking sewing and alteration jobs, making T-shirts with custom iron-on designs, machine embroidery project, and making custom decals. And this is exactly what you gotta do. So. Yeah, so that would be something like all this stuff, what I'm talking about right here, that would be, or what they're talking about, would be something I would recommend to that other couple. Immediately after we made that first $1,500 payment in January, I slept through the night for the first time in ages. Middle of the night, full-on panic attacks and headaches have completely stopped. Excellent. Once I started getting good sleep at night, I had a lot more energy to cook meals, pack lunches, even go for a walk each. Honestly, can't wait for the next opportunity to make another payment on our debt. I know we are early in the process of cleaning up our mess and have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but I feel like a giant weight has been lifted. It has. If just having a plan of action and making 2 payments feels so good and made such a change in how my husband and I feel physically and emotionally, we can't fathom what being debt-free will feel like. We are determined to find out. They will get there. That's excellent. Let's see. We did this one yesterday. Housing rule. How much are you guys' debts? How to do this from the worst possible starting line. Did this one yesterday as well. That's probably how most people start this, because they get somewhere in a position where they have to drastically change things. And so Dave has a drastically change your life plan, because nothing on his plan is normal, really. Let's see, this one. The Introverted. I thought I would post it here, as it may be a better subreddit than where I initially posted. I wonder where that was. I have been following Dave Ramsey for about 10 years. I have loosely followed his advice during that time, but never did his official steps until more recently. Oh, okay. 155K a year makes on his own. I don't know what that means. If there's a wife, we'll see, I guess. No revolving debt. Credit cards. Always keep a minimum of 5K savings account. Invest 20K plus per year. Okay. Don't turn off my 401K because I get matched by 8%. I have one vehicle that is less than 4 years old, paid off, low miles. 2 big loans left. One's a student loan of 20K. Yeah, you're supposed to turn off that 401K and pay off your student loan with that money. So you're doing it wrong. So you're not doing the official steps now even, but let's see. Anyway, the question though, Two big loans left on my, like Dave says, you wake up in this person's shoes and tell him what he would do. And that's, of course, would be to stop the 401k and pay off student loans. So which one? Student loan at 20k and second vehicle 21k. Have a little more of, I mean, a little more than 20k in cash, not including savings. And I want to pay off one. Student loans, 6% interest, 200 payment cards, 4% interest to the $500 payment. I mean, when in doubt, it probably, mathematically, it probably doesn't matter that much, but the step says smallest to largest, so I would go on that since there's not any, you know, I mean, there's not any life or death situation here. So just, I mean, go with the, do what the baby steps say, maybe. Initial thoughts were pay off the student loans. It's higher interest, and I don't want it nagging at me forever, but the car payment is higher. And if I pay that off, I will apply all of the extra to the student loan. Either way, I'm looking another 24 months before being debt-free besides the mortgage. My goal is to get these two loans paid off, then pay the house off in 7 years. And you could not have it be 2 years if you stop the 401k. If you stop that, that would be sooner. Boom, boom, boom. Slaying it. This from Pete. This person has posted a lot. I might have, did I read this one? From Silent P, I guess. Ptarmigan Ridge Trail. Ptarmigan Ridge Trail. All right. Baby step 2 flare. Second large payment, 25k from incentive down to 40. I think I did row that. Yeah. Feel like I've woken up from hypnotic trance, dropped a ton of weight off my shoulders and mind. Yeah. Yeah. Even when you see it go down, even when it's not paid off yet. So excellent. Selling cars. Selling. We'll get 2,200 profit from that. This is hesitant because I can't find 2 used cars that I can definitely say will work for just $6,000. Cheapest. I mean, you can. I would probably sell at least one of them. Again, you can keep both of them. You can do, it's your money. You can do whatever you want to. And, you know, Dave would advise selling one or both of them. Obviously. But if you want to cut everything else to the bone, if having those cars aren't worth it, I mean, are worth it to you, you can cut everything else out of your life for a time until you get those things paid off. I mean, the cheapest car I can find that has an inspection is a $4,000 2002 Corolla with 240 miles. Look elsewhere. Certain you haven't looked everywhere. So find a barely working car for $3,000, or you could find a working decently car. You just take it to a shop. Not a dealership. You take it to a shop to get it repaired. To get an estimate on what it'll take to be repaired, and some of those shops will give you a free estimate in hopes of getting your business. If you tell them in advance that it's a car you're looking at buying, and so they hoping to get your business. So some of them will do that. So look for those. Did I read this one? What would Dave say? Baby step 5. Yeah, I did that one. Okay, I got some time to go. So, what is a debt? Opinion piece. I mean, it's you know, this is this is I mean, you know, it's fun to, you know, talk crap with people, and you know, you can critically think and have ideas about stuff, but instead of talking about this, you could just pay off your debts and you know, do that. Spend more ways on thinking of how you can make money, how you can get out of debt, etc., etc. So let's see. Really don't want to get a credit card, but I feel like, no, you don't need to. You can manual underwrite. Yep. Never plan on renting, so I won't have any sort of record for manual underwrite. Where are you living now? Home? With parents? So, I mean, you would have bills of some type that you can show. Look at that. Yep, answer for debt. Anything you owe to anyone for any reason. Yep, you're right. You're right. Matt Daniels did some editing. Because his first one was, he said, what did he say? My cousin wants to know about something I did. So tell your cousin. Huh. That was weird, dog. There's Churchill Mortgage. That's who Dave Ramsey recommends. So they are familiar with manual underwriting. Some of the other places will act like they never heard of it. What's that? All right. Dallas Bob. Finished baby step 1. So my wife and I started on January 1st. That time I had 5 paychecks and she had 3. I'm proud to say that even with our modest earnings, we hit the end of baby step 1 about 2 weeks faster than I thought. You know, a lot of times you get there faster than you project. That includes our furnace deciding to quit shortly after New Year's. It can be done. Now to tackle baby step 2. We can do this. Thank you all. You right. You can. And again, done millions of times, documented. And so I wouldn't, if I had to run Ramsey Solutions, I wouldn't change a thing as far as baby steps anyway. Oldest car you own, 1994 Lexus. I have a 2005 Suzuki Verona. That, yes, I took to the dealership for a free estimate. Or actually the person that sold it to me at my request took it to the dealer that took it to the shop that I asked him to take it to, because they were going to do the free estimate on it. And they said I had to get had to get a new muffler for it. And so, and guess what? I bought the car, they got my business. So there you go. No problems with it since. Financial advice, that's what we do. Sid is saying cell phone, car insurance, health insurance, not from your employer, payment plan with a dental provider would be examples of stuff you can present for manual underwriting. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I understood what you were doing there, Sid. It was logical to me. Good afternoon, guys. Not only guys here. Chet Smith, 15. In the military, single, no kids, just got promoted, so I'm going to be able to move out of the barracks and get to live off base. If you can choose not to, maybe you don't do that. If it saves you money, maybe you don't do that. Maybe you take advantage of living in the barracks. You're already used to it. Let's say I moved bases in December 2022. Plan on renting until then I move. Probably just until I move. Planning on renting until I move. December 2022. Yeah, that's a long time. So you will probably pay more because you won't be able to rent for a year. You might even want to see if signing a lease for a year will be cheaper than paying for just the months you want to. It depends on when you do that. When you do that move. 200K net worth, 50K cash in the bank, and have a lot of expenses on the horizon in the next 2 months. Return from overseas, do not have a vehicle. Signing my first lease, boop, boop, boo, doo. Do I still have that? Signing my first lease. Yeah. Don't do that. Need to buy bed, furniture, and other household goods to set myself up in a new place. Although I have the ability to pay for these things without being going in debt. However, I am having a tough time parting with this money. I've said for a year I was saving up for a car and a house. Now that those purchases are on the horizon, I hate the thought of my account balance going down. Being a super saver the past 4 years, how do I emotionally part with the money I plan to use for these purchases? Yeah, I get it. I understand how that could be. But to do this plan, being in debt, signing a lease, which is the worst way to operate a motor vehicle. Leasing is the worst, according to Car and Driver magazine. Instead of doing that, the debt, any possible debt, would have to hurt you more than emotionally parting with the money. If you want to look at it with the net worth, when you sign the lease, your net worth is going to go down by that much, so you're going to be losing in net worth anyway. Granted, you still have the 50K cash in the bank, but yeah, you should use that for exactly what you intended to use it for. I wonder what the rest of it is. I wonder what the other, what do you suppose the other 150 is? So the 150 doesn't sound like that's a house. Doesn't sound like it has a house. Didn't mention it. Let's see. Let's check in the comments to see if somebody else asked about that. Because yeah. But anyway, it's yeah. It just has the you have to hate the debt more than you hate the being without the cash, even though that's what you saved that originally saved that up for. Talking about receiving additional money on parting from the military, I guess, or not parting with it. Did he say he was leaving the military? No, he gets to live off base. Oh, and he's changing base. Okay, so then it will. Yeah, okay. Changing bases, and so they give you money to help you move for that, I guess. Ex-military, stay in the shacks as long as possible. Don't get married too fast either. Yeah. I didn't say that one, but definitely barracks are free, dog. Start building new budgets, knowing you have 9 months to go. Decide how much you need to save, how much you need to... I think he was talking about moving... he gets to live off base. I think he was thinking about yeah, so I plan on renting until I move. So he's gonna rent somewhere just to live off base immediately. So yeah, which that's fine if he wants to do that, but cheaper obviously to live in the barracks. Let's see. When having 200K in a brokerage account is different than 200K in assets. The brokerage account. Is that where he said? Yeah, I guess he doesn't say. 50K cash in the bank. He doesn't say that's in a brokerage account. Maybe that was just assumed. Let's see. Just looking for a OP hit back. Come on. Come on. Nope, he did not. So But yeah, you don't need to, probably until you're done with the military at all, because they could still move you at any time. So you don't want to buy a house in every port, everywhere you're stationed. So yeah, he was talking about the car at least, right? Do not have a vehicle. I'm signing my first lease and will. Oh, okay. So that maybe that is for the apartment. That's my bad. That's my bad then. Okay. So we just have to buy the vehicle with the 50K cash. Yeah. Just you'd rather have debt than part with your cash. I mean, that's a choice you got to make. Baby step 0 is deciding to take on no further debt than you already have, except for the residential mortgage. House that you live in, not renting. Alrighty. Why not a bonus? This from Stoic Chef. Oh, I did this one already. Alright, so, upcoming streams. Father-daughter video gaming will preempt any scheduled stream when Bella is available. We might play tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We might play another game. Might start a new game. We finished A Way Out, which is the previous game by the makers of It Takes Two, which we also played. This show, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, and that begins right after the Ramsey Show ends. And like I said, that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, alternating tech support and Ramsey coach support. Although Ramsey coach support, that's just basically what I did on the Reddit. I also do that going to the tech support subreddit. So I alternate those on Mondays, but basically I just did it. But that one was preempted because Bella and I played. So I thought about doing a Ramsey coach support tomorrow, but I've been doing a lot of those on the after show, so I'll probably just skip it this week. Thursday today. So I probably will play some Uncharted. Probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. Wednesdays, no set time. Curse of Oak Island no cap recap. And that's generally early morning is when I will upload that on Wednesdays. I'm also doing the no cap recap of Beyond Oak Island, and I'm also, this is season 2, and also going back and slowly catching up, getting the season 1 episodes as well. I got 2 more season 1 episodes to do of Beyond Oak Island, and that's when the Lagina Brothers and History Channel get involved with other mysteries other than Oak Island. They do other mystery stuff all over the world. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gaming. That's when I play a single-player game. Just like I will probably be doing tonight. I'll be playing some more Uncharted. I think I'm near the end, And then I'm going to play the second Uncharted game. I have not played those before. Played the third and fourth game, and then plus the Lost Legacy, which that one is the best one in my opinion. Didn't get another subscriber during the show. That's okay. It happens sometimes. It's fun when that does happen. What else did I want to do? Oh yeah, do my plugs again. You can schedule a free consultation with me. I am a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. You click on the link. It's at the top of the chat and in the video description and on my YouTube banner right there. And that will take you to calendly.com, and you click on financial coaching, and you can change the month. You pick the date you want to do that and the time you want to do that, and then it will let me know when you'd like to do that, and I'll get back in touch with you and let you know what information I need to accurately assess you. The P is for PayPal, and that's where you can send your donations. That's paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. You can email me about anything, and especially any of you. And I'd love to especially hear a female sing the Baby Step song, but anybody. Almost everybody's going to have a better voice than I do, so definitely do that. You can email me about that, and then I can email if you want the exact music track that I use. You can do that. You can either record it or you can sing it live. We can work on that. We can work that out, I mean. So yeah, but you can email me about anything, about Oak Island, video gaming, computers, the songs I've written, anything you want to talk about. I'll be more than happy to interact with you. Instagram, as I said, add me on the gram, and that's Coach Steve Money. No spaces in that. And that's going to be it. Alrighty, everyone have a wonderful night. And like I said, about 7 o'clock Eastern time now, 7:03 Eastern time now. So by 8:30 or so, probably about 8:30 Eastern time, I will be playing some more Uncharted and streaming it. Alrighty, make smart financial decisions every day.